as you see, we are back here with our second part of our Seahawks mega build. You've seen the first part where we decided to move on from Russell Wilson. Dylan McCaffery is now the guy. Jamarcus Bowman is now the guy. I think his name is Jamarcus. Okay, it is cool. It's been a while since I've touched this file. We also have DK Metcalf as superstar dev, 90 overall. Lockett's 82. John Johnson, 72. DJ Moore at 80. Pretty solid. My right tackle could use a little work, and our tight end position could use work, but we're in the off season of year number 6. Look at all this red. We got red all over the place, dog. We could use some help here, though. Our corners are legit. And even this guy is a superstar dev. 69 overall. We're actually going to move him up the chart a little bit. And Keanu Neal and Daxton Hill over in our safety spots. Well, we got lots of red going on over here with Chase Young, Jadeveon Clowney, Nolan Smith, who has unstoppable force. Big Bobby has shut down. But he's regressing very, very hard. He'll probably retire next season. And then Terada Mitchell, 90 with Selfless. Secure tackler and enforcer. And now I've actually run out of draft class. Oh, I gotta get a. Is Dixon a punter or a kicker? I gotta get a kicker. You know what? Get them X Factor. But anyway. But there's a lot of work that we need to do. It's the Dylan McCaffery show after we have moved on from Russell Wilson. We're in the off season of year number 5 going into year number 6, which will be year 1 part 2 kind of thing. Let's see what the next 5 years hold for the Emerald City. Alright, so into our draft recap going into year number 6. We have our 2024 rookies here. All the ones from here out are going to be generated rookies because I don't have any draft classes past 2023. So we have Jaleel Harmon here, who is a 72 overall hidden dev. We had, I don't remember how we got it, but we had the 8th overall pick. But we did kind of have a whiff here with Jeff McCartney. Normals, but he's a 66 overall though, so we can work with that. And then we have Von Fuller, 69 overall, but a hidden dev. He had like 5th round talent and he was like a 1st round grade or something. Same thing with Hale here. He had 1st round talent grade, was a 5th rounder. And he's got a hidden dev as well, so he might become our replacement for Bobby Wagner. Then we had to draft a kicker, so we got Big Dal McCormick here, 68. And then Shannon Gaithers was our last pick. We traded our 7th round for another 6. But that's the squad. I debated grabbing a physical type wide receiver, as I'm gonna pick up a backup quarterback here in a second. But we are actually gonna start the rook over Bray Walker here. Because honestly, I want to take a look, but Cushenberry's better as a tackle. I want to start this kid because I want to see what his dev trait is. Let's see if we can make any other adjustments here. Hale is third on the depth chart, but we'll find ways to get him going. And our Jaleel Harmon, he's starting. You don't get drafted 8th overall to be like 4th on the chart. Nah, you starting. Come in right away. There we go. And now I will see you guys. Actually, yeah, no. I'll see you guys with our midway point. Breaking news from the Emerald City today. Pete Carroll has chosen to retire no matter the result of the season. So Pete Carroll is retiring after this regular season has come. So the 2024 season will be his last. And it's unfortunate. I mean, Pete Carroll has led us to great things. We had quite a few playoff appearances with him before we even get into that. Because I do have these things kind of tracked. Because I'm a nerd like that. Rebuild notes, let me open. He did lead us to 3 playoff appearances and when in this rebuild so far. And he's even been to back-to-back Super Bowls, so winning one of them. Pete Carroll's done a lot for the city of Seattle, but it is now time for him to ride off into the sunset with one last hoorah. Quick side note for franchise users, roster protections are new in your settings screen, so you are aware. Alright, we are week 10, 8 games through, and we are 5-3. Fun fact, we started off 1-3, so we're on a 4-game winning right now. We did have a scenario pop up for Jamarcus Bowman, our running back, but we didn't make it, unfortunately. So I'm just popping off some scout points quick. Get these done, then we got some contracts to worry about. So, before I worry about the guys at the top here, we're going to go over here to Dylan McCaffery. Having him back up Russell Wilson those couple of seasons played into his re-sign, because we just re-signed Dylan McCaffery for essentially 7 years under that deal. A sub-100 mil quarterback is always good. Oh yeah, we'll re-sign the punter. Backup QB can go fuck themselves. Wyatt Davis here, we're definitely re-signing. He's our top offensive lineman. Chris Jones. I'll wait till the end of the year on these two to see how they regress, but it's time for us to move on from Bobby Wagner, unfortunately. Because he's either going to retire after this season or Cushenberry. I mean, he's almost an 80, but is it worth keeping him, or do we draft a new center? But either way, we'll see where Jones and Fuller are at when we get to the offseason. Alright, y'all. We have made the playoffs, by the way. Dylan McCaffery, 3,700 yards with 37 touchdowns. He actually, if I saw that correctly, Justin Fields led in yards, but third in touchdown, tied for third in touchdown passes, along with Russell Wilson, who we moved on from, and who went to the Eagles. Patty Mahomes and Justin Fields, but that's a nice almost 4,000, 37-15, almost 38, 37 and 8. So Russell had more picks and more yards, but he also did it in more attempts and more completions. So Dylan McCaffery was a little more efficient comparatively, but Demarcus Bowman almost had 1,300 yards and 12 scores. DK 1,108, 860 and 10 for Lockett, 515 and 6 for Lowe. Bowman even got 2 receiving touchdowns. David Moore, I said that wrong earlier, 450 and 4. Wyatt Davis, our starting right guard, did not give up a sack all season. If this dude does not win best O-line, I don't know. And he's already a superstar, Deb, so I can't boost him any further. The rookie only gave up 3. Wow. Our line was solid. If there was a weak point, Trey Smith gave up 9 sacks, but still under 10. Bobby Wagner led the team in tackles with 117, 7 TFLs, 2.5 sacks, no picks. Your TFLs leader was Jadeveon Clowney at 13. 8.5 sacks for Clowney, 6 for Jones, 5 for Young. Keandre Coburn had 3.5. Jaleel Harmon had 3. Terrell Mitchell had 3, 2.5, 2.5, 1. Terrell had 3 picks. Keanu had 2. Ooh, picks were down. Well, Keanu's, one of his was a defensive touchdown. Do we have a kick return touchdown with John? No. Lockett didn't return a punt for a touchdown either. Yearly awards is what I would like to look at next. Not a quarterback winning MVP. Saquon Barkley wins MVP. Zeke was number 2 before the first quarterback on the list. Dylan McCaffery was 7th on the list for MVP. Coach of the Year, Nerd Belichick, who's now in Jacksonville. Sean McVay's with the Giants. Okay. Pete Carroll was number 10, by the way. Dylan McCaffery was the 3rd in Offensive Player of the Year. I gotta see what Saquon's stat line was to get MVP. But Dylan McCaffery was 3rd in Offensive Player of the Year for the NFC. Defensive Player of the Year, Devin White, with no Seahawks on the list. Offensive Rookie of the Year, David Turner. Shannon Gaithers at 8, and that's our fullback. Defensive Rookie, Nick Almas, with Jaleel Harmon at number 2. Baited. Dylan McCaffery won Best Quarterback in the NFC. That's dope. Best running back, obviously, Saquon. Godwin. Travesty. This is a travesty. Absolute travesty. Aaron Donald. But what was Saquon's stat line? I gotta know. Cam Newton's their quarterback now. 1,800 yards and 15 scores. And what was his receiving number? 349. And he had 22 touchdowns total between rushing and receiving. Now let's see Zeke here. 1807-15. Wow. Saquon was just... Mike Tomlin is the current coach of the Patriots. Interesting. But anyways, we did win the division at 9-7. And we will be facing the Dallas Cowboys in the wild card round. Alright, here we are in the sim now. Dallas Cowboys coming to Seattle. And we go up 3-0. But they end up going down, getting a touchdown. We're staying in it. Going up 13-0 now. Well, Dallas getting the touchdown to go ahead, but we get a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. Nice voice crack there, I'm aware. But now we're up 2 scores. Getting the boys come back. They will not be able to make their way back into this one as your Seattle Seahawks in Pete Carroll's final season go over the Dallas Cowboys 31-21. Dylan McCaffery 29-40 for 313, a touchdown and a pick. Jamarcus Bowman 76 and a touchdown. Dalla at 40 and a touchdown as well. David Moore had 82 yards, 116 for Lockett. It's Jeff McCartney, the rookie tight end we picked up, getting the lone Dylan McCaffery touchdown. DK had 92. Did the no sacks given up all year for Wyatt Davis continues. Toronto Mitchell led in tackles, 2 TFLs, 2 sacks, no picks, which is fine. As we move on, depending on the winner of the other wildcard match, we shall see. Alright, here we are in the sim now, going up against the Giants in MetLife. Go up, get a touchdown right away. Ooh, 2 quicks, 14 unanswered. The Giants defense cannot stop the Seahawks right now, as we are sitting on a 21-18 lead. It's now 21-20. And winning 28-21. Couldn't do anything after that first half. Dylan went 14-24, 158, 3 scores. 71 yards from Bowman. Yards were low, but David Moore, Tyler Lockett, and Cade Otton got tutties. Wyatt Davis did not give up a single sack through the playoffs either. I am making him an X-Factor development. Bobby Wagner led in tackles, 2 TFLs, 1 sack, no picks. It was a second half collapse by the Seahawks, leading to them getting bounced from the playoffs. And here are your Pro Bowlers. Dylan McCaffery was quarterback 1 for the NFC. Demarcus Bowman making the Pro Bowl as well, as DK Metcalf made it in. Wyatt Davis making it into the Pro Bowl as well. Let's see. None of our linebackers made the Pro Bowl. That's kind of depressing, actually. Kendall Fuller made it in. And those are your Seattle Pro Bowlers. Alright, so we sent Bray Walker the right tackle that we're not really using because the other guy's a star dev. So we sent him in our 4th round pick to get the 24th pick from the Bengals. Alright, we out here making deals. So we sent Ben Benhart and Keandre Coburn. Because Coburn is not starting for us, so I'm not going to use him. Neither was Benhart, so we sent him to Denver for their 15th overall pick. Alright, so we sent a backup right end, our 2nd and 4th from next year, over to the Eagles for pick number 12 in the draft. Well, we have the number 2 overall pick now. Nice. Alright, here we are at the draft recap going into year 2 of part 2. So, we have Deshaun Pearson, the number 1 overall. Or, I got him at number 2. 77 hidden overall. Hidden dev trade, I'm sorry. Because, you know, Tyler Lockett and David Moore are getting old. So, it's time to refill there. You also have Josh Herring here. He's a 3-4 edge rusher, 73 hidden dev. I grabbed him with the expressed idea that we're going to have to replace Jadeveon Clowney at some point. So we did that for that. Andrew McCray, 75 hidden, because we did just lose Shaq Griffin in free agency. Then we got Skylar Marler in the 2nd round, 77 hidden dev. He was hidden too? Yeah. So my top 4 picks, all hidden dev trades. Evan Price here is a 67 normal. You see, he's a big boy and a defensive end. I'm actually going to shift him into D tackle. And this boy like his cheeseburgers. So we're going to make him 400 pounds. Why? Because I can. There you go, big boy. 6'5", 400 pounds. Beef in the D line. He's a 68 overall D tackle. And then we got Ron Burrows, who's 57 overall, but has a hidden dev trait. I brought him in to be backup to Dylan McCaffery. And we got Tyquan Gerard, the last pick. We got him at strong safety, 68 normal. We just needed some depth behind Keanu Neal. So, that is our draft ski. We're going to take a look. Generate our best lineups here. We made Wyatt Davis a X Factor development, by the way. When you don't give up a sack all year, and in your playoff run, you're deserving. And he was robbed of best O-line. So, that was an injustice. We also picked up Verdell here. I'm going to start him because he's the faster of the 2 running backs. But the idea is to have a 2-headed running back attack. So my Bowman will get like early down or power back work. I don't know how I'm going to flip that. DK's at 94 now, which is cool. Marler. I'm debating on either moving him into center. Either moving him to center to take over for Cushenberry. Because let's see Ezra here. 81 star. I'm going to have to... Cushenberry's been kind of a dud, if we're being completely honest. So I'm going to move Marler over to center, and we're going to trade Cushenberry. When we move him to center, he loses 1 overall, but he's still a hidden dev, so we're going to move him into center. We're going to put Cushenberry on trade block. The last ever draft by Pete Carroll. Whoever inherits this team from Pete Carroll better know what they're doing. I'm a silly and forgot to go over defense. So Herring here, we're gonna bring him down to right end. You got to be real though. Jadeveon Clowney could very well retire soon, so we're going to make him a right end, change his number to a 90. 91 will work. So, and TJ, and then Hale's going to be the starting middle linebacker now that Bobby Wagner is no longer with us. We did pick up Fletcher Cox in free agency to get some beef. So I am going to do a generate best here. It has us using Jadeveon Clowney, Chase Young, and Terada Mitchell. Fletcher Cox is Fearmonger, and Nolan Smith is unstoppable for us. So it doesn't really matter. And anyways, now I have to adjust my cornerbacks a little bit. Because firstly, Langham is starting. McCray is going to be third on the depth chart there. Realistically, we could even if we get a 3-4 coach.
United as one. Forward on we go.
We got a lot. We're stacked. Leave it at that on defense. Either if it ends up being a 3-4 system or a 4-3, doesn't matter. We're stacked there. We're gonna put John Johnson on punt return. And now our specialist McCray's gonna be the slot corner. Young, Clowney. Bowman's our third down. Verdell's gonna be the power back. Okay. Slot receiver will be Tyler Lockett, at least for this season. So long, Pete Carroll. Well, this is a shocking turn of events. Ignore the model. But Tom Brady is now the coach of the Seahawks. What? Timmy time in a suit. I'm okay with this. So, it's a Tom Brady-led team. Super Bowl all day. We are now using the New England playbook, by the way. Our schemes are... Yeah, that's... I think... I don't know. I don't know what Pete Carroll's was officially, but we'll go with that. We'll do the one... Ugh. Like, we'll stick with that. Not like schemes really matter too much, but Tom Brady has become the coach of the Seahawks. Let's see what happens after he inherits this team that was just in the NFC Divisional from Pete Carroll. Alright, y'all, we're at the halfway point of year 2, part 2. We just came off of a crushing L to Tampa Bay, because I did play that game because we have a new toy. DK Metcalf is now a superstar X Factor. Let's get a route runner upgrade though. Get better at that. He is now a superstar X Factor, and he is a wrecking ball. Ability increases success rate in the next 3 trucks or stiff arms. Matchup nightmare. And leapfrog. Okay. But DK Metcalf is now a superstar X Factor. Why isn't Marler starting? Thank you. Burrows is up to a 61. Pearson's now an 80. He's a new number 3, dude. But no real mass giant changes come the defense anyway. Now we gotta do contracts here in a second. But yes, it was a tip drill interception that cost me the game right at the end. But we have contracts to deal with here, so Keanu Neal being the biggest one. I'll argue that actually Nolan Smith here, our X Factor, is. So he's gonna get the deal yeeted. Dax Hill, Tyler Lockett, and David Moore. I'm probably gonna let them walk. I think I'm going to let DeJuan Black walk as well. Langham I'm going to bring back for sure. John Johnson's getting the boot. But yeah, Langham I'm bringing back for absolute certain. He's developing nicely. Daxton Hill, we're going to give him the deal. Ezra Miller, we're going to give him the deal as well. And he stays. Awesome. Fletcher Cox wants another 1 year. I'm going to wait till the offseason for him. And then Keanu Neal wants a 3-year deal. I can give that to him. As long as he doesn't, like, super shittily regress, we should be fine. Fletcher Cox, I'll wait till the end of the season. Lockett and Moore. More so Lockett, I think, is they're going to regress hard, so it's time to look elsewhere. But Langham here, I'm going to give him a 7-year deal. Especially at that price there. Oh, hell yeah, I'm giving him that deal. But we did start 5-0, and we are 6-2 currently, about to face the 5-2 Jags. And I will see you in playoff part. Now this screen here is what you want to see at the end of the year. A 12-4 record, leading the NFC West to 2 division titles in a row. And we're the number 2 seed in the NFC. It was being 1 win behind the Panthers. Who's got... You know, it's a stacked year. On the worst team in the league, apparently. All have 4 wins. Oh, Green Bay not doing well. Breaks my Wisco heart. But let's check out this first we upgrade. Because McCaffery absolutely balled out most of all year, it looked like. Dylan, dude. Becoming the GOAT now. 4,500 yards, 40 touchdowns, 13 picks. And we have Jamarcus Bowman getting almost 1,000 yards, 4 scores. Verdell, 419 and 8 scores. DK at 1,200 yards, 12 touchdowns. Lockett, 1,052 and 6. Njoku had 10 scores and 734. Getting good production all over the place. Oh, did the streak end? The streak ended. Can I look at it by game? In the last 2 games. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. In week 16 and 17, his almost 2-year streak of not allowing a sack. Let's look at his career stats. He has 2 seasons where he hasn't allowed a sack. Awards, Pro Bowl appearances. This guy is more than worth it. Cushenberry allowed 1. Marler only allowed 1 sack. Then again, he didn't. Superstar, let's go. Well, Cushenberry's getting yeeted. And defensively, Terrence Hale led the team in tackles with 116. TFL's leader was Fletcher Cox with 15, who we picked up in free agency. And our sacks, Jaleel Harmon with 9, Clowney 7.5, Cox 6.5, 5.5 for Chase Young. 3 picks for Keanu Neal in a contract year. Any defensive touchdowns? No. What was his longest? 54. Come on, man. You gotta get better than that, McCormick. CJ Verdell got a kick return touchdown. Let's go. But Dylan McCaffery just balling this season. How? How did Russell Wilson get MVP over Dylan McCaffery? I'm about to call bullshit here in a second. Let's take a look. Russell Wilson didn't beat. Is it because his team has 1 more win? My completion percentage was better. My touchdowns were better. My yards were better. Completed more passes, though I attempted more. How did Russell Wilson? I'm assuming it's this interception number, but still. And his quarterback rating was higher. Russell only had less interceptions and a higher quarterback rating. Otherwise, Dylan McCaffery outclassed him in every single category. And Russell Wilson is the MVP. Bullshit. Dan Quinn. Ooh, going from Atlanta to Carolina, okay. With Tom Brady at number 2. Getting cucked by the Panthers. 2 separate categories. In the NFC. Russell Wilson often bullshit. I could possibly see Saquon and Zeke, but Dylan shouldn't be number 4. He should be at least number 2. And ahead of Russell Wilson. Patty Fisher was the defensive player of the year. Any Seahawks? No. Rookies. Deshaun Pearson at 5. Ron Burrows, our backup quarterback, at 8. Tracy Burt. Andrew McCray, our 3rd corner, at number 2. Dylan McCaffery, best quarterback in the NFC. Did any of my running backs make that? No. Receivers, DK was number 2. But he got his superstar X Factor. Wyatt Davis winning a best O-line. He should have won it last season, but didn't. Tank Lawrence, Montez Sweat, Talanoa Hufanga. Young Neal being 7. Roses. Okay. We're going to find out who we take on in the divisional round of the playoffs, and I'll see you in the sim. Alright, here we are in the sim. We are playing the Bears in the divisional round. We go down, get the touchdown. No, didn't get a tutty until the 2nd quarter. But now we're up 10-0. 13-0. Ooh. Are we gonna blank the Bears? 19-0. They finally get a field goal. It's 26-3, 26-11. 26-11 your final score in the NFC divisional round with the Seahawks toppling the Bears. Let's see our boy Dylan McCaffery, 22-33, 266 and 2 tutties. Bowman did not have a touchdown, but Dylan McCaffery did rushing. Receiving wise, Deshaun Pierce. Ooh, he hit lots of receivers. But our touchdowns go to DK and Tyler Lockett. Pearson led in catches. Tyler Lockett led in yards. Again, why don't give up sacks? Often. Terrence Hale leads in tackles. Good amount of TFLs, 3 sacks and picks, 1 for Keanu Neal. And that was like right at the end when the Bears were trying to come back. But onward to the NFC title game. Alright, here we are in the sim. Against the Detroit Lions here in CenturyLink Field in the NFC title game. The Detroit Lions in the NFC title game. Never thought I'd ever say that. But go up 14-10. These offenses are trading blows right now. We need our defense to step up, please. Good. We only allowed a field goal. I'm gonna jump in. I am gonna jump in for this drive. Well, they have no takeaways. We'll throw a pitch in there. Because this 4-down territory, it's the NFC title game. We cut our punter. Mid-game, cut the punter. Totally kidding. Alright, 3rd down. Okay, no free play, that's fine. But we're gonna get the tutty anyway. Let's get it. 21-23. 24. Defense. Up, end of the game. I gotta come in. 26-24. 1:14 left. Got it and tackled out of bounds. Let's go. You just gotta get it. You know damn well that was complete. We're gonna send Lockett on the slant as well. Face mask. That's a face mask. Give me a free 15. We're accepting that. We're going to take the shot. David Moore. That's a game winner right there. But the Lions do have 3 timeouts and 35 seconds left. And they do not do it. Tom Brady going back to the Super Bowl as a coach this time, as the Seahawks defeat the Lions 31-26. Dylan McCaffery 22 of 31 for 290 and 3 scores. Bowman 62 yards, 1 tutty. Lockett had 2 touchdowns. David Moore just had the game winner. Very good spread of the ball for Dylan McCaffery. Wyatt don't give up sacks. Mitchell led the team. Mitchell, Dax Hill, and Jaden Clowney lead the team. 4 TFLs, no sacks, 1 pick. It's on to the Super Bowl. Well, this is a surprise. So, we're about to go into the Super Bowl, which, by the way, is against the Bengals, which is weird. And Ashton Langham upgraded to a X Factor just now in the Super Bowl week. He didn't have any, like, yearly awards or anything. But he's now a superstar X Factor. And he has the shutdown ability along with tip drill. He gets an ability slot at officially 80 overall. And we just signed him for dirt cheap. Let's go. Alright. But now, we'll see you in the sim. And here it is, the sim for the Super Bowl. Super Bowl 60. The Cincinnati Bengals go up 7-0. But we end up coming back and tying it to go up 14-7, 21-7. We are blowing the Bengals clear out of the water. 31-7, 38-7, 41-7. Will we put up the 50 burger? No, but it will be 41-14, the final score here in the Super Bowl of year number 2. Overthrowing the Bengals. It's been a long journey to get back to the Super Bowl after the Malcolm Butler interception in Super Bowl 49. That's what that one was. The Seahawks finally get another title. Tom Brady, the coach, getting his first Super Bowl as a member of a coaching staff in this particular thing. Dylan McCaffery, Super Bowl MVP. I believe that warrants him getting boosted to X Factor. He did get a superstar dev in Super Bowl week, by the way. And there we are, Dylan McCaffery, DK Metcalf, Jamarcus Bowman, and Terrence Hale, all on the podium there with the Lombardi Trophy. Dylan McCaffery, your Super Bowl MVP. Over Lamar Jackson and the Bengals. So Dylan was 25 of 32, 341 for his scores. Bowman had 96 yards and a touchdown. David Njoku led the team in catches and yards, 105 and 9. With 2 scores, DK had a score and Verdell had the other score. We don't give up sacks. Terada Mitchell leading in tackles, a few TFLs, 3 sacks, 1 pick from our new X Factor on defense, Ashton Langham. Great season. Let's see if we can repeat. In Tom Brady's rookie coaching season, adding the 7th, at the time of this recording, 7th ring. Alright, here we are at the draft recap. Tom Brady's first draft. got in the first round. 70 normal. We got Jazz in 68 normal. Ooh, Jaleel Keys here, 61 overall, but he's meant to be a slot guy, which is kind of what we need with the loss of Tyler Lockett. He's also a hidden dev. Let's go. 64 normal. Oh, that's a major whiff. 57. 58. 58. Will Wilkerson, 60. Will Thornton, 67. Alright, so that's our draft recap. We're going to set our lineup now. Going into Tom's second season. I'm going to be honest with you. Super Bowl MVP. I feel that, because he did get Pro Bowl credit, okay? Super Bowl MVP. Had to sit 3 years behind Russell Wilson, but in his first 2 starting seasons, he's been immaculate. 2 Pro Bowls, so many offensive player of the weeks. Like, he should have been MVP and he wasn't. So I'm going to make the judgment call of boosting Dylan McCaffery to a superstar X Factor. You can say in the comments all you want. Oh, whoa. 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 Why did it try to change stuff? You can say in the comments that I'm rigging it, but he legitimately should have gotten a X Factor. He should have. You can say that he didn't deserve it all he wants, but let me make sure my contract details are the same. Because we signed him for, like, dirt cheap. Like, look at that. Look at all that. We got him in an absolute steal before, you know, he blew up. Oh, yeah. It was only fitting that he became Superstar X Factor after having such an immaculate year. Super Bowl MVP, Pro Bowl, best quarterback 2 years in a row. That's worthy, if you ask me. But anyway, we did bring back Fletcher Cox, by the way. We did bring him back. We went out for like a 90 overall right tackle, but he told us to go fuck off. So we've retained all of our defense here. McCray is an 82 overall, but Langham is an X Factor, so it wants us to use Unstoppable Force, Selfless, and Fearmonger. Oh, I wasn't done. Get back in there. But we'll go over Dylan McCaffery's stuff here in a minute. I actually want Jaleel Keys to be our slot receiver. So we're going to go manually do that in the main depth chart. I want to come back in here quick and show ya what Dylan McCaffery's ability is. And it's Blitz Radar. It's 3 ability slots that are for some reason locked. He's got Bulldozer and Last Ditch. I don't know or remember how these unlock, but they do. It's weirdly unlikely that he'd only have 2 abilities with the X Factor, but which, if I remember correctly, Blitz Radar, what that does is points out blitzers or something. when he's in the zone anyway. Alright, but on to the regular season. Okay, so I got a little ahead of myself, and we were 3-5 at the 8-game mark. We're 4-5 right now. We are 1 game back from the Cards and the Rams, so we're in some must-win situations here. Clowney wants a better bonus. I can give him that. You want more signing bonus? You bastard. He's good to get another round with us. Our left tackle. We'll see how far Cox regresses, but I'm probably not going to bring him back. Cushionberry's getting yeeted. Bowman. Now, between him and Vardell, I think I'm going to let him walk. But we will try to get Clowney wrapped up. I'll see you at the end of the year. Alright, we're going to come in live here. So, our playoff fate is determined on this game against the Rams here. As you see, let's look at the NFC standings specifically. Our division is wide open. The only person to solidify a spot is the Cowboys. Now, if we beat the Rams and the Cardinals lose, we win the division. We can seal it that way. If we split the series with the Rams and the Cardinals lose, I think we might win division that way too. I don't know. There's a lot of variables here. Because in the NFC West, the Cards are number 1, Seahawks 2, 49ers are out. The Rams are playing for a wild card spot. We're playing to lock up the division. We're on a 7-game win streak right now, which is awesome. So here's the sim. Let's see if we won. Come on. Come on. Win! Yes! There is a divisional win. We won another div title. Oh, wow. Well, Zeke's now the rushing yards leader. But another div title. That's 3 in a row. Well, let's take a look at our year-end stats. Okay, so Dylan did come down a little bit in yards and touchdowns, but the picks were down, so that's nice. 31 scores, 41-36. Verdell had 1,000 yards, 13 scores. Bowman, who we're gonna let walk. DK had another 1,000-yard season, 5 tutties and 906, 730 and 5, 575 for Jaleel Keys. He gave up 3 sacks. Ooh. Ashton Langham led the team in tackles with 106, when the cornerback leads your team in tackles. Our sacks leader was Chase Young with 7.5, 5 for Harmon, 4.5 for Hale, who also had 3 interceptions, 4 for Clowney and Cox, 3 for Evan Price. Our TFL's leader was Fletcher Cox. 3 picks for Hale, 3 for Stanford Samuels, and only 7 interceptions all year? Wow. No defensive tutties, none on the kick or punt return. So, yearly awards. Watch, we'll get stiffed and not get the MVP again. Yep, Deshaun Watson was MVP. Dylan McCaffery was number 3. Coach of the Year, Nerd Belichick with Jacksonville. Tom Brady at number 5. In the NFC, Sean Clifford was Offensive Player of the Year. Then Zeke. Dylan McCaffrey at number 5. Defensive Player of the Year went to Raekwon McMillan in the Packers. And no Seahawks here. Offensive Rookie, Tim Kaysen. Jaleel Keys was number 2. Damn. Defensive Rookie of the Year, Celeste Baskerville. No Seahawks here. Clifford. Zeke. Mike Evans. Wyatt Davis. If there was a tier above X Factor, he'd have it. Aaron Donald with the Saints now. Khalil Mack. Marshawn Lattimore. Alright. But we do have a first round bye. So let's take a look on who we could have coming out of the first let's see where we stack up in the NFC. Are we the number 1 seed? Detroit's the number 1 seed. So by looking at that, the Cards are the 5th seed, the Vikings are the 6th seed, the Cowboys are 3, the Panthers are 4. So we get the lowest seed coming out of the wild card round. So we could get either the Panthers or the Vikings. No, we get the highest seed coming out, I'm sorry. So we can either get the Cards, Cowboys, or the Panthers. I think that's how that works, if I remember correctly. I'm just kind of looking at stuff, but get our upgrades out of the way, and I shall see you in the divisional. Alright, here we are in the sim. We are facing the Dallas Cowboys in the first round. We go up 7-0. But Dallas answers back with a field goal. And get another field goal. But we answer back with a field goal of our own. Dallas answers with a touchdown. And we answer right back with a touchdown of our own. They get a touchdown. Ooh. And Dallas coming up big right at the end of the game there. Outlasting the Seahawks comeback attempt 27-24 in the divisional round. Alright, so after getting bounced out by eventual NFC champion Cowboys, here is the Pro Bowlers. Dylan McCaffery in there. Neither Bowman or Vardell in there. Ooh, none of our receivers made it in. Okay, but David Njoku made it. None of our centers. Wyatt No Sack Davis making it in. None of our D tackles. None of our linebackers. Stan Samuels made it in. That's all we had for Pro Bowlers there. I'll see you in the offseason. Reasons. Well, when I said reasons for getting the second overall pick, That's because Hollywood Brown and like a 94, was it a 94 or 92 X Factor was in free agency. I went for him, didn't get him, but I'll take Tyreek as the next best option. Fucking Vita Vea. It's kind of like a fitting end thing. We grabbed Russell Wilson. Oh, we also signed Melvin Gordon as a backup. Alright, so draft recap. Going into year number 3 with Mr. Brady at the helm. We picked up Derek Hamels at number 2, 78 hidden. Shaq Dixon, 67 normal. Then you got Kendrick Stanton, 72, but normal as well. Gil Blake, 69 normal. B2, normal. I'd let the CPUs draft the rest, but our big money pick was Hamels there at number 2 overall. To see how that lineup shakes up. Because Njoku's probably going to retire soon. If we're being completely honest here. I'll at least give Hamels some playing time at the fullback. I got Tyreek here. Alright. Let's see what else. Yeah, we need to get his second D tackle. X Factor. But Devian's starting to regress, as is Keanu Neal. So we're gonna have to pick up a strong safety soon. Let's generate best here. Again, go up. Oh, he's a slot corner, that's why. Get people out there. Melvin Gordon is listed as our power back. Okay. For when we need him to, anyway. That works. That works. But I will see you at the midway point of year number 4 of part 2. Alright, I'm jumping in live here for a quick second. So, we played the last game because Deshaun Pearson was able to go up to a superstar dev with it. He now has a scenario to go to X Factor. We shall see. Alright, so we're here at the halfway point. We are 5-3 right now with a 1-game lead over the Cardinals in the divisional. We did not get Deshaun Pearson his X Factor, but we were close. So anyway, I did a bulk of my signing already. We don't have enough money. I can't even give you absolute minimum. I literally have no money. So our developing right tackle's gotta go. But hey, good strong start on to the end of the year. Another division title, 3 straight playoff appearances for Mr. Brady, 4 straight if you include the 1 season with Pete Carroll at the beginning of the video. Success is pertinent. Let's check our stats. If that's not MVP, I'm going to be irate. 4,800 yards, 48 touchdowns. And Russell Wilson can't beat me because he's on my team. 14-24 for Verdell, 10 tutties. DK had almost 1,500-yard year with 12 scores. Pearson 9, 22, and 9. Tyreek had 9. Njoku had 8. Verdell had 7 out the backfield. We don't give up sacks. Wyatt Davis. 112 tackles for Terrence Hale. 15 TFLs from Chase Young. He also had 11 sacks. Nolan Smith had 11 as well. Let's go. Jaleel Harmon 7. Clowney 5.5. 3, 3, 3, 2.5, and then 2 half sacks there. Now, Keanu Neal, Andrew McCray. The team in picks with having 4 each. I am currently tangled in my wires. Alright. Stan Sams had 3. Dax had 2. Any defensive touchdowns? Ooh. We had 2 from Stan Sams and Dax. Any kick return touchdowns? No. Any on the punt return? No. Ugh. But if those numbers for Dylan do not get him MVP, I'm going to be angry. And there you have it. Dylan McCaffery winning league MVP over Trubisky, Allen, Winston, Mariota, Clifford, Brissett, Watson, Jackson, and Young. Coach of the year went to Mike Vrabel. How? Mr. Brady should have won Coach of the Year. Most wins. Dylan McCaffery also Offensive Player of the Year, though Verdell was number 7. Defensive Player of the Year, Justin Flo. No Seahawks on the list here. Jared Gates, Offensive Rookie. Derek Hamels at number 3, who spent most of his time on the field as a fullback. Terrell Montgomery, Defensive Rookie, with Kendrick Stanton, number 2. Okay, Dylan. DK Metcalf won Best Receiver. Let's go. Verdell was second only to Saquon in Best Running Back. Wyatt, we don't give up sacks, Davis at number 1 with Martyr. Then Trey Smith at 4, 3 and 4. Ezra at 10. Chase Young, 3rd. Not bad. Nolan Smith at 8. Keanu Neal almost won it. But yeah, we had a lot of individual success. And it did translate to team success as well. There we go. My notes were wrong. We're going to get this upgrade in, and I will see you in the sim of the divisional round. Alright, here we are. Divisional weekend against the Giants. Giants go down, get a field goal. We go down, get a touchdown. I don't know, at 14-3. We did get the scenario about if possibly Jadeveon Clowney's last hurrah. So our defense is playing for a purpose. 35-19. It looks like we're going to the NFC title game. They ain't coming back. There we go. So we're 42-25. We went 28-31 for 347 and 5 tutties. Let's go. Verdell even pitched in a rushing touchdown on 109 yards. DK, Njoku, Tyreek, Hamels, and Melvin pitching in the tutties. On to the NFC title game. Alright, here we are. NFC title game against Da Bears. The Bears go down, get a touchdown right away. But we are moving the ball, only to come up with a field goal. we end up going back down and tying it. I'm going in. And I'm out. Down 17. Oof. I'm getting bared down on. DK, you can't drop that, dude. You know what? We'll hit the field goal for now. And hope to God we get another possession before the 2-minute. Go. Dylan going in and getting it himself. Let's go. 20-0. Here we're playing. Sure the clock's not running. Minute 26. 2 timeouts left. We gotta get some somewhat decent position here. I'm going in. Minute 16 left. Touchdown, extra point, ties. Two in the bounds. Let's go. I'm not gonna go for 2. Timeout. There we go. We could. Field goal sends it to overtime. But they have all 3 timeouts. I'm gonna just boot the field goal. At least confirm overtime. But now we're gonna go back to the sim. We'll go play by play. Oof. What? Stan Sams just came up with the play of the game. And intercepting Trubisky. Tyreek got out of bounds. All right. The game on the line. We're going to OT. Nolan Smith's gonna get the sack. Alright, we are going to OT. So we're gonna go back into the sim for the... Oh, no. Oh, we're sticking around. We're gonna go out and win this game. The Super Bowl is on the line. I can't let the Bears go to the Super Bowl. For those that know me personally, I'm not a Bears fan. At all. Alright. Can we walk it off? We're getting close, guys. TD here. Here's the walk-off. Tyreek! Getting that grab. We're gonna run here. We're going to do some running. We just got to get one more first. That's it. And it looks like that first down was gotten. 30 inches. Okay. And DK Metcalf's gonna be the one to walk it off. And the Seahawks are once again going back to the Super Bowl. Put it down officially in the book. I didn't want to have to come in, but Stan Sams ended up getting the pick that was needed to send it to overtime. And then the offense finishing the job. And we are heading to the Super Bowl. Alright, here we are. Super Bowl 62. The Seahawks getting back to the promised land. Up against the Buffalo Bills. We're up 9-7. Apparently we got a safety in there. 16-10, 22-10. All right, we're at 25-10 now. It's looking like the beatdown is on. Oh God. And the Seahawks end up holding off the fourth quarter blow up of the Bills. to become the champions of Super Bowl 62. Tom Brady's 8th, at the time of this recording, Super Bowl ring. This one second as a coach here. A dejected QB who's gonna get Super Bowl MVP, and it will be once again Dylan McCaffery. Well, let's take a look. Carson Beck was the quarterback, by the way. 24 of 26 for 262 and 3 scores, 92 completion percent, 82 yards from Verdell for a score. Dylan also got a rushing touchdown. Njoku got 2 scores. DK got the other 1. Wyatt don't give up sacks. Terada Mitchell led in tackles. No sacks, but 2 picks. One from Ashton Langham and one from Keanu Neal. Oh, there was actually 3 picks, I'm sorry. But that is another Super Bowl title for Seattle. Alright, so here are our rookies for year number 5 of part 2. Ronald Spears, 74, normal. Oof. Well, we did get Nick Boss over here. 73 hidden D-line to replace, or at least to fill in for the hole that Jadeveon Clowney left. Alex Callaway, right tackle, 73, 2 decent tackles. Miles Griffith, 65, normal. Oof. Oof. They're probably not making the team. We go look at our lineup here. Generate best, of course. Ooh. Only have 4 receivers. He's morale boosted. Let's see here, but Hamill's turning out to be a superstar dev, which is kind of cool. Now, did it unbug fucking Dylan's abilities here? Why is every other one locked? Let's do this. Because we know damn well he's a... Nope. I'm gonna have to go all the way around. Let's drop him back down to superstar once. And see if that unbugs it. Last ditch bulldozer. Now let's give him X Factor back. I wonder if that completely changed his ability. It looks like it did. Okay, these are still bugged out, but he's now run and gun. Why those ability slots are bugged, I don't know, but they are. We're just gonna deal with it. In any case, year number 5 is here. Well, that's awesome. We got ourselves a breakout player. We'll check it out in a second. But we are 6-2 through 8 games. We'll check the standing. We are ahead of the Rams by 2 games. Both the 49ers and the Cardinals have 2 ties. That's interesting. Anyway. What do we got here? Jaleel Keys is trying to go from a star to a superstar, and Jaleel Keys is our slot receiver. So we'll see what we can do for him. But in that, I'll see you at the end of the year. Well, we haven't done this since that Bears rebuild, but 5 straight playoff appearances. Let's go. 99 offense, 95 D. Is Dylan a true 99? No. Wyatt is short. But no, 99s, no. Boss was a star, by the way. Alright. So here we are. 11-5 on the season, just outlasting the Rams for the div title. McCaffery, 4,800 yards, 36 touchdowns, 14 interceptions. Vardell, 1,000-yard season with 11 tutties. 2,000-yard receivers, and Metcalf and Keys, both each having 10 touchdowns. He gave up one. Terrence Hale, 111 tackles. TFL's leader was Chase Young. Herring, first season starting, 8.5 sacks. Look at that. Interceptions on a whole were down, which is fine. Any kick return touchdowns? Nah. Any punt returns? Nah. Let's look at our yearly awards. Back-to-back MVPs for Dylan McCaffery. Let's go. Any other Seahawk on the list? No. Coach of the Year, Matt Patricia. How is Brady not winning Coach of the Year? I don't know. But Dylan McCaffery, Offensive Player of the Year. Defensive Player of the Year was Troy Dye. Terrence Hale at number 8. Offensive Rookie of the Year, we ain't got nobody on there. Defensive Rookie, Nick Boss, because we have him starting at D-tackle. To get him a little extra snaps. Dylan McCaffery. Verdell at 4. Zeke and Saquon are still going. I'm gonna have to check their rushing numbers at the end of this. Gardner. Wyatt, no sack Davis. But now we're gonna. I want to see NFL records. Because we're now officially 10 years in. Tom Brady, 80,000 passing yards on his career. 599 at retirement. Russell Wilson, 463. Aaron Rodgers, 457. Jameis is on the list at 417. Let's go back to yards for a second. Aaron Rodgers, almost 60K. Matt Ryan did have 60K. Wow. Zeke, 21,000 yards. Gurley, 18,000. 17K with Saquon. Kareem Hunt's even getting up there, as is Kamara. So Zeke, Gurley, and Barkley. Nick Chubb even up there. I want to see something. I'm kind of just looking for Seahawk players at this point. Nobody we have in the... Russell had 524 in one game in 2021. still stands. Burdell came close. Wow. But, oh yeah, I didn't look at season. That still stands, that still stands. But Dylan's up there at 48. Lit. That one still stands, still stands. That one's still sticking around. That one's still around, as is that one. Myles Garrett in 2022 broke the sack record. But yeah, that's all that. Now, playoffs. Let's go. Here we are in the divisional round against the Detroit Lions. We go up 3-0 there. But they answer back with a field goal of their own. But we get that touchdown. Let's get it. There we go. Up 2 scores. Come on, boys. You got this. We trying to get back-to-back Super Bowls here, dog. Let's make it 3 this video. Come on. Oh, hit the button one too many times, chat. Chat. Like I'm on Twitch right now. Link down below. Right, 20-6, your final score in the divisional round as we go on to the NFC title game. Alright, here we are once again against the Bears in the NFC title game. And we're up 14-0. We go up 21-3 at the half. Now 28-6 heading into the 35-9 heading into the fourth. It's safe to say we're going back to the Super Bowl. 3rd Super Bowl appearance this video. And we're in back-to-back Super Bowls, by the way. Beating the Bears 42-12, and we'll be facing the Bills again in the Super Bowl. You'll love to see this kind of thing happen. But we have on hand the 99 Club. Wyatt Davis getting his gold cleats. Let's get it. Alright, the Super Bowl sim is upon us. Go up 7-0 over the Bills. Oh, they answer back with a touchdown. But we respond quick and get a touchdown of our own. Held them to a field goal. Go get another tutty. 28-10. 35-13. 38. 41. Winning back-to-back Super Bowls over the Bills. How very Tom Brady-esque. Wins the Super Bowl, his first coaching season, misses one, and then wins 2 more in a row. That's a video going out on a high note. Well, let's see who is Super Bowl MVP for the Brady-led Seahawks. It is most likely going to be Dylan McCaffery, but CJ Verdell won Super Bowl MVP, stole it from Dylan McCaffery. Dylan probably should have got it. But it's okay, that's 3 Super Bowl wins this video. And a good launch point into part 3. But for now, let's make sure nobody retires. Well, what a way for this video to end than finding out your tight end is now a superstar X Factor. Excellent news to go into in year number 3. He has Rack 'em Up, Streak Specialist, and Route Technician. Let's see if we got any increases on D. And nothing, so... Are you a true 99? No, he's not. 'Cause he was about to get gold shoes as well. This... Yeah, we did let Keanu Neal walk, but he was like a 73 at that point. So, let's see, I have no money. We'll figure all that out. We'll be starting the part 3 video with the draft recap. But, glad you all enjoyed it. Leave a like, comment down below. And I will see you for part 3 of the Seahawks Mega Build soon. With that being said, good day, goodbye, and good night.